So, as you will see from the clip that is currently happening on top of my voice, I am trying to knit again. So I'm trying to learn how to knit a hat. I've just done the cast on and one row, and I'm already worried I've made mistakes, but you live and you learn. Now, as I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, if you stuck around till the end of it, or if you watched any of it at all, I am hoping to make this vlog one about what I'm doing whilst I'm here with nothing at the moment. Basically, now that I'm finished with the river cruises, I really want to try and focus on staying in London and making a life for myself here, because I'm a bit done with living out of a suitcase. I mean, if an amazing opportunity comes up, obviously I will take it, and at the end of the day, I am a struggling actor who wants to find a job, so will take a job. But ideally, for me, that job will stay in the UK, at least. But I am going to be vlogging things that are happening to me. This vlog is probably just going to be a bit more chill because I've literally just got here. I got here last night and I just kind of need to settle in and try and find a job and try and find other things to do and whatever. But I'm hoping that for the next few days, as I said in yesterday's video, I'm hoping to still get one video up every day until the end of March, as in one vlog for every weekday, but no promises because I have a less exciting life at the moment. But I'm filming this at the end of January, not even the end of January, the middle of January, so I've got about 6 weeks to find interesting stuff to do, to film, and to make vlogs of. But equally, again, as I said in yesterday's video, I don't want to force anything, so it's possible that I won't be able to keep this up, and that's okay. The good news is it means I'm finally catching up time-wise, which is very important to me, as I mentioned in both my resolutions video and my YouTube goals and update video. So, what I've done so far, it's about 2 o'clock, I think, in the afternoon, and I got up quite early. I got up around 8, and what did I do? I've been reading. I've been reading The Secret of Platform 13, I think it's called, and it's a book that's been on my to-read list for so many years, and I finally found an ebook version, not an audiobook, but an ebook version on my phone, well, on my library app, and I'm trying to work my way through it because I want to be doing this knitting, I want an audiobook to listen to while I'm doing it, but I don't like reading more than one book at a time. And I think I'm about 40-50 pages from the end, so I'm trying to just go through it because it's quite a small book, it's easy enough to read. So I spent some time doing that this morning. I also spent some time, I made a list. I messaged a couple of people who I wanted to message, and there's actually a couple more people I want to message as well. I researched something about gymnastic classes because I want to take those up, and I knew that there were some not very far from where I live, so I'm hoping to see if I can start doing that, because very kindly for Hanukkah my parents gifted me a nice sum of money towards it, and I don't want that just sitting in my bank account for no reason. I also finished up my CV, which I've been working on for a while, and it's finally all fixed up and ready to go. And then I started looking for jobs, and I found one that would be so perfect for me, and I need to apply for it. I've already written up a cover letter and sent it to my parents, and they said it was good. They gave me a couple of tweaks and said they were happy enough with it. So I think I'm going to just send that off at the end of the day. I'm waiting to try and find out what the name of the hiring manager is, but if I can't find it, I'll just send it off. I had a look at some more stuff for uni, and I started knitting, which took quite a bit of time, but now that I've started, hopefully it'll go a little bit faster, I hope. I've got quite a few more things I need and want to do, but honestly, for now, I think I'm gonna just try and keep knitting. I might film another video or two. I might not. I unpacked everything last night, and that was all stuff obviously I brought with me on the river cruise, but I found that I've got basically no other clothes. I've got what I'm wearing now and one other top, and I think that's about it, and one other jumper. So at some point I need to go and find the rest of my clothes because I'm gonna be here a while, I imagine. Oh, and I spoke to my parents and my grandparents, that was really nice. And oh, there was something else I did as well. Oh, I needed for one of my future videos, which I don't think you'll have seen yet, which is what I packed for my winter season. I needed to count how much of everything I wore, and that took a bit of time, so I did that as well. I think that's broadly it. And as I say, I think now I'm gonna just start knitting again, even though I haven't finished my book, which is a bit annoying, but I can always play some music. Although, to be honest, at the moment, I'm just watching the video because I'm learning how to do this because it's different to a scarf. So I think that's everything, and you'll see what I'm up to next in the next clip. Enjoy! Hello! So suddenly this vlog has got a lot more exciting. Sorry, I'm really shaky because I'm so excited and nervous, but basically I continued knitting and started watching Daredevil, the TV show, with my friend, because that's now part of Marvel, so we wanted to get started in it. And halfway through, my agent called me to say I have a major audition tomorrow at 2:20, which is mental. And it sounds really exciting. I don't think I'm gonna get it, I think it's too major and it's a legit style, which is not really my strongest point, and I haven't sung legit in a really long time because on the ship I was mostly just doing contemporary stuff, mostly. So we said we were gonna just watch a bunch of episodes, but I said at the end of this episode I'm gonna have to go. If I've got time later, I'll let you know, but I need to find my song and I need to get ready and prepare and practice, etc. So that's probably gonna feature in this vlog a bit later on. Probably I'll film tomorrow as part of this vlog. Oh, I'm so nervous and so excited. I can't believe that's just happened. So I'm gonna go look. I've got a giant rep folder somewhere up there with all my songs that I've ever sung in drama school. So I'm gonna have a look there. I know I have quite a few legit songs, so I just need to find one that works for me. Ah! It's very exciting, even if nothing else comes of it, just to do an audition in person in London. Ah! Very cool, very, very cool. This is gonna be my first in-person audition in London ever, I think. I don't think I've done any in London. Ah! Insane. And for a major show. Ah! Even if nothing else happens after tomorrow, I'm just excited to have the audition. Right, that's all I wanted to share. I will probably see you in a couple of hours or tomorrow. Ah! And it's at a nice time. 2:20 means I don't have to wake up early. I can just sort of wake up when I want to, get dressed, get everything, and then go and allow myself enough time to get there. Crazy. Ah! Exciting though. Bye! Hello. So, just quickly, I spent most of the day working on my audition and knitting a bit more. That's where I'm at. And I watched a couple of episodes of Daredevil, and then I had another shower and tried to just put some mousse in my hair and wet my hair just to try and get some of the curls back in. It looks a bit now, but I'm hoping a night's sleep will kind of help it, I hope. I'm going to try and aim to leave around 12:45ish, maybe a bit earlier, and I'll probably spend a bit more time in the morning warming up and getting ready and everything. Luckily, it's a really lovely time. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have a slightly late breakfast, maybe around 10 o'clock, and then not have lunch until after I get back. Maybe I'll bring a snack with me so that I've got something to eat after it's done. And yeah, I'm excited, I'm nervous. I don't know. It's so crazy because it's such a big audition and it's so exciting, but equally, I don't know if I'm necessarily right for the show. I don't think it's quite my strongest side, and it's not what I've been doing for the past year. Or 2 years actually. So vocally, I'm just trying to find a placement and everything, and having only 24 hours is not a lot. We'll figure it out. It's exciting anyway. All right, that's all for today. I will, I'm sure, see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Hello, so I think the curly hair thing worked. I think it's sort of filled out a little bit, got a little bit frizzier, but not too frizzy. And I think, obviously I still need to shower, but I think it looks better than it did yesterday. I woke up around 8:30 or so this morning, maybe closer to 9, I'm not sure, and didn't really do very much. I just went over who's going to be at the audition, just to research them a little bit more, and then knitted a bit more. And then I've just had breakfast and some tea. I've been drinking lots of water as well. And it's now about 11, I think just before, so I'm planning in about half an hour to go in the shower, start warming up, start putting on makeup, all that jazz. But until then, I think I'm going to do a little bit more knitting. I feel like I should be doing more, but I also don't want to do too much. And because I've just had cereal, that was my breakfast, I don't really want to sing because I know the milk's still right up here. So that's why I'm giving it half an hour before my shower, because then in the shower I can also try and warm up a little bit with the steam and everything. Look, we'll see what happens today. It's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm going to do my best given the circumstances. And I'm going to try to just enjoy it. And enjoy the opportunity and be grateful for that. We'll see. All right, I'll see you later. It's only 12:15, but I'm gonna go now because my grandma's going towards the same place, so she can give me a lift, and then that cuts my journey and my time outside a bit. It does mean I'm leaving about 2 hours before my audition, which I'm happy enough about. Even if I get there an hour early, I'd rather be there an hour early than stressing about it. And who knows, maybe they can slot me in earlier, but I'd be happier just being there. My hair is struggling, everything is struggling, but we're just gonna have to do what we can and make the most of it. All right, here we go. Hello, I have literally just walked through the door. I am very cold. I don't know if you can see. My hands actually aren't too red, but it is cold outside. After I filmed this, I'm gonna make myself some tea, and I think there's still some soup, so I'm gonna heat that up as lunch, even though it's, I think, past 4. 5 to 4. So actually earlier than I was expecting, but still, I haven't had lunch and I am hungry. This, by the way, is really working for me, this setup. My camera's just on the bottom bookshelf and I like it. I don't think I did a proper before clip. I am wearing my red dress under this jumper, of course. And then below that, I'm just wearing black tights, which are very thin. It's too cold for this. And then I've got my necklace on, of course, my starry earrings, which I don't think you would have seen yet. These were the earrings with which I got my ears pierced many years ago. I think it was about 12 years ago now, 13 years ago. And they're just these gold stars. I put on minimal makeup and then just did the hair tie with the hair pinned back. And it wasn't working great for me, but we've accepted it. The audition went probably as well as it could have gone, considering it was a legit audition and I've not sung legit in a long time. Legit is more the classical sort of old school musical theatre style with the like, think Oklahoma or Carousel or Showboat or anything like that. I think the acoustics of the room really helped. I think my nerves were under control. They were there and they were making me a little bit shaky, but I just tried to disguise most of it as vibrato. And I think having had only 24 hours to be aware of it has really helped me, because I didn't have time to work it up in my head. I just had to prepare the songs and be there, and that was it. And I got there really early, because I always get there early, but as I said in the past clip, I purposely left with my grandma, so it was even earlier. So I think I got there around 1:30 for a 2:20 audition, and there was no one there. Like, not even the casting director or the musical director or anything like that. But I went in and just sort of chilled. I didn't even warm up or anything. I did do a quick warm up at some point, but I really didn't do very much. I just sat there, and then not long after, I would say maybe 15 minutes later, another person walked in and we got chatting, and that was really nice. They were really lovely. And then eventually they went up first, and that was because they were at 2 o'clock, I presume their audition time was, whereas mine was obviously later. And then whilst they were doing their audition, the next person who was actually next came in, and we didn't really chat very much, but I think they were just quickly, trying to get ready because they came in quite close to their audition time. But actually what I forgot to mention as well is that because of where I was sitting, because of the way the room was, when the people walked in, the directors and whatnot, they walked in and saw me and I saw them. So I went, hi, hello, and they were really friendly and nice and just chill. And then I went upstairs, did the audition, and again, they were just so lovely and chill and chatty and friendly, and I felt so comfortable. So I feel very grateful that that was sort of my first London audition experience, and I'm hoping that the rest of them are the same, but there's no guarantees. But I just felt so comfortable. They couldn't have made it a better auditioning space. And they seemed happy with my song choice, and then I sang my song once, and then they asked me what part I sing in an ensemble usually, and that was it. When I walked in, actually, they did tell me what the show was. Obviously, I can't share it on here. And they asked me how I felt about that, and I was very excited about it. I had guessed it, but it was still exciting to hear that that was right. I don't know if it'll be announced by the time this video goes up, so obviously I'm not gonna talk about it now, and I probably won't talk about it ever unless I do get cast. And the chances of that feel slim. I don't know. I don't know how many rounds of auditions there are. I don't know when they're planning on telling us, if they're planning on telling us. I don't know anything. And now I've done it, I'm gonna try to forget about it and just move on and try and get ready for whatever next audition gets thrown at me. So now I'm going to make myself a tea, I'm gonna see if there's soup, and I will probably see you after. And one thing I really want to do, which you will have seen by now, is in yesterday's vlog, I want to add on at the end, I've got a notebook, you would have seen all this, but I want to film myself going through that notebook. So I want to try and get that done today if I can, before my grandma gets back, she went out. But if not, I've got time. And I want to send my parents a message as well, just to tell them how it went, even though it's 3 in the morning there. All right. That's all from me for now. I'll see you over here, woo! This is mental. I've literally just had a call from my agent to say I've got another job. A couple of vlogs ago, I spoke about the fact that I had an interview for something, I think I spoke about it. And I've just been informed that I've got the job, yay! This is mental! I've been here 2 days and I've had an in-person audition and a job offer. Ah! It's not anything big, as I say. I don't even think it's anything that you'll be able to watch or anything that I can advertise to you. I don't know any of the details at the moment. I'm not going to talk about it at all, except to say that I've got it! Ah, this is so exciting! This feels so good. It's just like everything I wanted. And obviously, look, it's only the second week of January. Technically, I suppose it's the 3rd, actually. Anyway, this might be the most exciting my year gets for the entirety of 2024. That's very possible. I hope I'm wrong, but regardless, I feel like it's definitely something to celebrate and something to be excited about, so I want to share that. What a mad day. What a mad few days. Unbelievable. I'm delighted. I'm so happy. Eee! That was all I wanted to share. Ah! Hello! I don't know if you can hear that I'm out of breath or if you can see that I'm a little bit sweaty. I've just come from the garage to get up 2 suitcases. Now both of these cases are really big but have broken wheels, which is why it's an absolute nightmare trying to bring them up to this floor, to this apartment, to my room. But there they are. It's my 2 big black ones, so I'm going to open them up, see what I have, try to take out some more clothes that I have now for the next few months, hopefully, and then put away everything else and all the stuff I don't need for the next little while. I've also still got my empty purple one just over here. And I've taken out my bigger tripod, so I'm going to pop you up there. I might try and watch some Daredevil with my friend if they're available whilst I'm doing all this, but we'll do a fun little time lapse because why not? Alright, enjoy. I've changed my mind. I've started unpacking this case, but I feel like having the camera is making it harder for me. So what I'm going to do, and also I'm about to start watching Daredevil, I'm going to just unpack everything from this case. I do this every time, don't I? I'm going to unpack everything. I'm going to make a pile of things I'm going to end up packing back in one of the cases, and then a pile of things I'm going to put in my cupboard. And I'm also going to include stuff that's already in my cupboard that I want to pack away. And I'm also going to take the other case and do the same process. And then only at the end will I put everything back in cases and see if I can make it smaller so I don't take up 3 cases. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but having the camera is just getting a little bit in my way, so I will try and come back later on with more of an update once I've done a bit more. Okay, goodbye. Hello. So I've done one case and I've just pulled out the second one ready to tackle it. Plus then I still need to do what's in here, but this is the situation. This is all stuff I'm going to try and get into my cupboards, and then that back pile is all stuff that needs to go back in the case. So there's not a lot of that, but there's a lot of this, and that's only one case. Here we go, round 2. Woo! Hello, I am absolutely exhausted. I've basically spent the whole day just putting away stuff. I've managed to get everything that I didn't pack into the really big suitcase, and then the other 2 cases are empty, which is fantastic. The real reason though, obviously I like having my clothes, but the real reason why I wanted to look in my cases was because I wanted one of my notebooks. And it wasn't in one of these cases, so it's going to be in one of the others, and I don't know where it is, and that's very annoying. But anyway, I've done everything now. I went out just now to get some more hangers because I didn't have enough, so I've bought an extra 12, which will hopefully be enough. So now I just need to hang the rest of those things, and I think what I'm going to do is hang those things and then put on the audiobook, my audiobook that I'm listening to whilst doing that, and then I'm also going to, once I finish with that, just keep listening to the audiobook and knit, because I haven't knitted at all today. I feel quite tired. I don't really think I should, because all I've done is just unpack and pack, but I suppose that is tiring. I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad to have done it. I'm glad I managed to I did not think I was going to be able to find a space for everything, but actually I've got more space than I realised, which is very nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've still got, I think, 4 cases or so in storage, but it is what it is. We get through it. And I can't find Heather. I found Eeyore and Pooh, but I don't know where Heather's gone. Oh, she's probably gone into one of the little cases. Ah well, I'll have to look in those cases anyway for this notebook. And I still haven't filmed the clip I want to film for the vlog you would have just seen yesterday. I still need to do that, but it might have to be a tomorrow task. And I got a response today from a job that I applied for saying we will be responding to applicants next week. So at least I know they've received it, which is good, although I don't really want to wait another week, but oh well. And I also spoke to my parents and my grandparents today, so that was nice just about yesterday. So that's what my day has consisted of today. I will see you later. Goodbye. I just wanted to show you my knitting update. It's now, I think, about 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, and I've started on the decreases, so that's why I've got all those paper clips there. I'm a bit worried about how long it is. I feel like it's too big for a hat, but we'll see. Also, all these 2 lines at the bottom here are from me messing up, but actually I don't think it looks terrible. I think I can get away with that. So that's where we're at the moment. Yay! I'm hoping I can finish it today, but we'll see. Yay! Hello, so I've just had lunch and I think something got stuck along the way and I've been coughing a little bit, but that's alright. Hopefully I'm about to watch another episode of Daredevil and continue with this. And I've also brought up my 2 little cases from the garage, so I'm going to have a look through there, A, if I can find my notebook, and B, if I can find Heather, and see if there's anything else useful in there, and then I can do that tomorrow anyway. But that's all for now. I'll see you later. Or not, because it's going to be Shabbat soon. Well, I've still got a few hours, but anyway, that's all. Bye. Hello everyone. So, this is what my hat looks like. I just need to do the cast off. And I probably could have finished it yesterday, but I didn't have a sewing needle, which is what I need for this final ending bit. And this is a bit I'm really nervous about. So there were 2 parts about making the hat that I was nervous about. Number 1 was I had to do a new kind of stitch. So I'm used to only doing one way of knitting and I had to learn a new way. But actually that went really easy and well and quick. So that wasn't really as much of a problem as I thought it would be. But then the second thing is the sewing, because I'm not good with sewing or anything like that. So I've got the video up and I will link this video down below as well because she's great and I'm hoping to use her for the next knitting project, which is going to be fingerless gloves with the same wool and everything. So I'm hoping to do that as soon as I finish this. And I don't think that will take me very long. I'm impressed this has taken me less than a week, so I'm already impressed about that. But yes, I'm going to try and leave the camera running whilst I try and do this. Here we go. Finished the hat. I finished it a couple of hours ago and that's it there, and it's not great. I don't know if you can see at the top here, it's a bit weird, and this seam, which is meant to be on the outside, is messier than it should be. But if I put the bit that's bad at the back and then flip over, it's actually warmer than I was expecting, which is nice, and it fits quite nicely on me. It's not meant for me though, so I'm a little bit worried about that, but I think it's good, and as I say, it's warmer than I was expecting, so that's nice. And I've done it, and it can only get better. See, that's where I seamed it. I don't know how well you can see, the lighting's not great. And when I watched the video, the way the woman was doing it was so perfect and seamless, and you didn't even know where it was, whereas on mine it's so obvious. So you need to kind of wear that at the back, but it's not bad for a first attempt. And it didn't take me super long, which is a miracle when you consider that my first scarf took me years and years and years. And now I've started on the fingerless gloves. So this is my first bit. I think I've only got 1 or 2 more rows to stitch before I then need to do something new or different. But I'm going to leave it for now because my mum's about to call me. And I might continue with that tonight, or I might put it away and go to bed. It's already 11:10, so by the time I'm off the phone with my mum, it'll probably be even later. But I just wanted to give you that update because I'm proud of having finished the hat, and it only took me about 4 or 5 days, so yay! Anyway, goodbye for now, and I will see you whenever I see you next. Bye! Hello! So, last night I think I showed you the finished hat, and today I have finished the first glove. It's definitely not perfect. I would have liked it to come a bit higher on top, but it's not bad. It's not bad for a first glove, and the seam is nowhere near as bad as the hat's seam. Like, that's actually quite neat, I would argue. Hopefully it fits my friend, because it's meant for my friend, and obviously I've got quite small hands, and I've only just realised that. But I won't know for a while. I don't know when I'm going to be giving this to my friend. Even though it's a bit small, I am gonna try and keep to the same measurements for the next glove because I obviously want them matching. But then afterwards, I've found I've actually still got a lot of various colours of wool. I thought I only had the green, but I've actually got quite a few more, so maybe I'll do one in purple or something to match my scarf. I don't know, for myself, but I've still got time. I've literally only done the cast on for the second glove, so I'm not very far. I sound out of breath because I've just been downstairs to put all my cases away, so I've unpacked everything. I've put most of any extra stuff that I have has gone into one case, and then the other 3 cases are stacked into each other and they're all empty. And then I've got one more case that has, I think, a couple of things for my friend who's also the friend I'm giving all this to. So whenever I see them next, hopefully I can give them that. I think that's all I've got to say, and I think this is where I want to finish this vlog. It's been almost a week since I've been back in London. Obviously, it's been a bit of an exciting week. I've done lots of knitting. I've also done an audition. I got a job, so lots of fun stuff. I probably will start a next vlog for next week, but I don't know exactly what that's going to entail and if it's going to be anywhere near as exciting. I doubt it. I hope it is, but I doubt it. So yeah, stick around for that. That will be coming up, I think, either tomorrow or next week. Either way, until the end of March, I'm hoping to have a video a day, and then in April we'll hopefully slow it down a little bit, but hopefully not too much. I'm hoping to still sort of do 2 to 3 videos a week, depending on how much content I have, obviously. But there's still plenty of videos I want to film. There's still quite a few things that I want to film still from the end of the year, and a couple of other things, so stay tuned. One other thing I tried to do last night, and I'm just waiting for it to be approved, but if it is, obviously I want to tell you about it so I can link it below, is I am trying to get an affiliate link with TUI. So if you book anything for TUI, if you do it through my link, I get the tiniest commission, really a tiny kickback, but it would support me and my channel. So if you are interested in booking a TUI river cruise or any of the other TUI products, if it's worked, go to the link below in the description and I will hopefully get a little tiny something, which would be nice. And you can do that, I think, at any time if this link works. As I say, I only applied for it last night, so I'm waiting for it to come through and be approved. It might not be approved, but if it is, it would help me out. If you're anyway considering booking something with TUI, if you do it through my link, it doesn't cost you any more, but it does just give me a little something. It literally won't make a difference to you, so thanks. Anyway, that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you've made it to the end, or even if you didn't, well, you won't be watching this, and I will see you very soon. Bye!